consistent in these races. Outlaws given a chance. Dan Zaba up in the company today, but has won its last two very easily, and racing well for Gay Waterhouse. 7:20 about Portland Singer. Larry Cassidy rides today, and Portland Singer, this mare by Dana Singer, does go pretty well over these distances too, always pretty consistent. Nice fourth behind Dan Zaba last start. And Lyman Hall, now P. Ferris the rider, and Bart Cumming.
And the race record to Narrogin. Pardon me, they're all in the gates now. Starter ready to set them alight. And there they go. Stowaway, one of the best out, commencing pretty well as Zabara with Portland Singer. Here's Dan Zaba coming over very quickly. He's got a lot of natural speed, and past the post they go on the first occasion. Dan Zaba streaks away 6 lengths Portland Singer, then Lyman Hall, Zabara, followed by Stowaway, Brave Player, then Zinger majestically, followed by Outlaws, Addendum, Spire. Gallant Sun is last. Dan Zaba way out on his own, and onto the Allison roadside, passing the 1900. Dan Zaba opens up 8, maybe 9 lengths now. Second posse is taken by Portland Singer, who's got the unenviable task of taking those behind it up to this tearaway, who must be 12 in front now. Third is Stowaway, followed on the inside by Zabara. Lyman Hall is outside, a length and a half further back. Brave Player on the inside of Zingham. A further 2 lengths then to Outlaws on the outside of Majestically, followed by Addendum inside Spire, 2 Gallant Sun. Into the back of the track, and this horse Dan Zaba must be 15 lengths in front, going by the 1400. Second posse is taken by Portland Singer. 4 lengths to Stowaway, 2.5 to 3 lengths Lyman Hall on the outside of Zabara. A further 2 lengths to Brave Player inside the favourite Zingham. 2.5 Majestically. A half the outsiders Outlaws. A length and 3/4 Addendum. A half to 3/4 Spire the outer. And 3 lengths to Gallant Sun. Well, shades of Scotch and Dry on Pirate Bird, eh? With Dan Zaba. Oh, look, he must be 30 lengths in front. And coming onto the side of the track, well, this is a real thrill for those that have backed Dan Zaba. Chris Muntz aboard, and onto the High Street side and past the 800, Dan Zaba. Oh, he's got to be 25 lengths clear of Portland Singer, Stowaway, another 2.5 Zabara. And then comes Lyman Hall. They're all off the bit trying to get anywhere near this leader. Zingham is next, and then Brave Player. Outlaws, Majestically, Spire, Gallant Sun, and Addendum. Well, Dan Zaba, he's getting very, very tired coming to the home corner. Oh, he's starting to paddle. He's going up and down in the one spot, but he's still about 12 lengths clear. Zabara second now from Stowaway, Portland Singer, and 2 lengths to Zingham. They come to the 250, and Muntz shakes up Dan Zaba. He can't pick his feet up. Here's the up-and-coming stayer, Zingham. Zingham hits the front. Dan Zaba's weakening out of it. Stowaway, followed by Portland Singer, and then comes Spire on the outside, but Zingham close enough to the outside rail. He's improving every start, and Zingham wins it well. Second is Spire. Third going to Portland Singer, then Stowaway with Gallant Sun, Outlaws, and Zabara. And then came Lyman Hall. Further back in the field, Addendum, Brave Player. Dan Zaba was actually able to finish in front of one, and that was the old fella Majestically. What a race that was. That really is a sit in the cool with shades of Scotch and Dry on Pirate Bird. My golly. But it got very, very tired, but it did give many a thrill. Number 12, Zingham. He's a very promising horse, this fellow. 3 on the trot now, and he came for his first win at Gosford at the end of March. Over 2100. It was in a Class 1. Then Guy Walter took him down to Kembla over 2000 in a Class 2. He won at Gosford by about 6.5 lengths, 6 1/4 officially. It's 2.5 winning margin Kembla, and here today. 12, 13, 7 a photo for 4th. Number 12, the winner Zingham, ridden by Hugh Bowman, by Zabeel from the former Goodmere Denentry, trained by Guy Walter for the win, Yarra Stud Syndicate, and Dato Tan Chin Nam. Gee, he can find a decent horse, Dato Tan Chin Nam, eh? Number 13, second Spire, trained by Anthony Cummings. Spire by Dane Hill from Turret, J. Ford. And third placing goes to number 7, Portland Singer, a mare by Dana Singer, trained by Neville McBurney, Larry Cassidy, and the 4th coming up shortly. 2:30.08 2:30.18 was the time, 2:30.18, and now Winnie's race record 2:29.60. The tote divvies, number 12 paid $3.20 and $1.70, number 13 $14.80, number 7 $2.20, the Quinella $164.90, exacta $197.80, the trifecta $1,769.30, and the daily double special dividend race 7 here won't be required. They're all starting. Now, there was a clump of them there for fourth. Stowaway was the one I think I mentioned for fourth and here we go now. It's a dead heat for fourth. A dead heat for fourth, 2 Stowaway and 10 Gallon Sun. 2 and 10 dead heating for fourth. The margins, 2 1/4 lengths, 2 lengths, 2:30.18, 39 the sectional time, and we're requiring the first 4 dividends. Studios will bring them to you the moment they're available, and until we have more news from Randwick, it's back to all studios.
All right, thanks, Ian. But he's a promising stayer, isn't he? Zingham, Huey Bowman, 320.170 over the outside Aspire. Portland Singer, dead heat for fourth between the 2 Stowaway and the 10 Gallant Sun. And you get those first 4s, they put them up so quickly there a minute ago. He had another chance.
Ahead of Ironmonger and Special Jester. He's been racing in excellent form, Plea Bargain. He won at Ascot about 5 runs back, and he's run placings at his last 4, all at Ascot. So he's the one to beat here for sure. Ironmonger and Special Jester have been the best back to beat him. Special Jester's almost got $250,000 in the bank. It's been a good old campaigner. He raced in the listed Easter Cup last start, but he's certainly a light of other days. He's now a rising 8-year-old. And he's third pick ahead of Rogue's March, number 10. Now to Narrogin. Race 18.5, Brad's Awesome's on top here from Miss Appealing. Danny McGee and Camel Miss, 8 from 1, 4 and 6.
They bounce back with a vengeance, the track in outstanding condition. And we're all but set. De La Hoya looks to be the last one to go forward. To re-establish a club after such a big break, 7 years, but they've done it in style. Now De La Hoya looks to be the last to go forward. The inside runner, Warning Tune. Warning Tune. Thanks, Mike. We're about to call a race. Starter is up. They're set to go on the Narrogin Cup. Light is on. There they go, the racing in the Narrogin Cup, a perfect line away. Dom Sebastian away very fast. Party Boy got going quickly, and so too did Reprimer. And coming across with him was Miller's Fancy. Miller's Fancy and Reprime, the early leaders in the cuppa. Coming across was Party Boy, but he's a shade deep. In the box seat early was Plea Bargain. On the inside, Warning Tune from Ironmonger. Behind those Rogues March, Don Sebastian. Further back then to De La Hoya. Last of all was Special Jester. They go quickly, they leave the straight, and Reprime in front of Miller's Fancy. Plea Bargain enjoying a perfect run. He's third defence. A couple to Party Boy, who's now got into the field with a fast pace. Further back to Warning Tune. Back behind those on the outside there was Ironmonger. Rogues March the inside fourth from last, covered up by Dom Sebastian. A length and a half to De La Hoya, and keeping him company at the rear of the field was Special Jester. Down the back they go, and Reprime wasting no time. Raced out by more than 2 lengths of the 900 over Miller's Fancy, and Plea Bargain the fence from Party Boy. Warning Tune is 6 back on the inside from Ironmonger. Further back to Dom Sebastian. Rogues Marcher, then Special Jester second last. He's about to go forward, and last of all as they leave the back was De La Hoya. It's Reprime in front. He's coming back to them. He led by a length on Plea Bargain, who left the fence, and there goes Party Boy around the outside. Miller's Fancy dropped out very quickly. He's going back through the field faster than I can speak. Then Ironmonger around the outside. Making ground was Dom Sebastian. Back on the inside, Warning Tune from Rogues March. Special Jester's a minute from them with De La Hoya, and Miller's Fancy quickly went to the rear of the field, about to turn for home, and Party Boy in a daring bid for victory got away from Ironmonger. Back on the inside, Plea Bargain. Further back then to Dom Sebastian, and Special Jester right down the outside. It's Party Boy joined by Ironmonger. Ironmonger raced up and ran to the lead now from Party Boy. Plea Bargain is battling on her, and back behind those is Dom Sebastian, but Ironmonger races away to win the cuppa. Ironmonger by 2, Party Boy, Plea Bargain, Dom Sebastian, De La Hoya, then the stablemates Warning Tune, Special Jester. A break off to Rogues March, and a big break to Miller's Fancy and the early leader Reprime. Number 7, Ironmonger. Hard to beat in cup races is Troy Turner, and he wins the Narrogin Cup. Not often, we wouldn't be many cup races in the West that Troy Turner hasn't won, and he's added another one here with Ironmonger and the Narrogin Cup. Ironmonger for local trainer Angela Smith and Troy Turner coming with a strong run. Has gone on to beat Party Boy, who made a daring bid for victory coming round the bend, and Plea Bargain back in a third. 7, 8 and 2 those numbers should be, but we'll check them after the previous. 7, 8 and 2. 7 Ironmonger, raced by T. Parsons and B. Barker, trained by Angela Smith, well ridden by Troy Turner, a brown gelding 6 by Chagall from Rihanna. Number 8 Party Boy for Mark Bairstow and Bronwyn Matheson, and the irony of those is that the local race book left out 7 and 8, and a misprint in the book, so they might pay a good price. Ironmonger and Party Boy, they were not in the book. And third will be 2 Plea Bargain for Jeff Durant and Richard Caddies, and we'll wait for fourth. 7, 8 and 2. Good performance by Ironmonger. Very hard to beat in a staying race is Troy Turner. He's got no peer as a rider in staying races, Troy Turner. And as I said, there wouldn't be many cups that he hasn't won. Certainly an absolute master at the Bunbury and Pinjarra Cups. And he's won another one in the Southern Districts with Ironmonger of the Narrogin Cup. Of course, he won the Northern Cup on free at last as well. So an absolute master in staying races and particularly cup races. Troy Turner, good ride again on Ironmonger. 7, 8 and 2. Those numbers are unconfirmed. I think they are 7, 8 and 2, but we'll confirm when they come to hand.
It's amazing, the race book leaving 7 and 8 out of the book. So, as David said, that's real irony with those two running first and second. Maybe someone didn't want people getting on. Quinellas paid well, along with the Exacta and also the Trifecta. There is of course, there is a clause in race books that, well, there's a disclaimer. So I'm sure if you're a Reggie-Ditch punter, you would have realised that 7 and 8 were both going around there at Narrogin. Ironmonger, I wonder whether he was named after former top AFL player John Ironmonger, who played during the 80s, Western Australia, and this fellow's gone on and won the Narrogin Cup. Now, race 8 from